Okay, so for this trick, I'm just gonna run my fingers down the cards, and you're gonna tell me when to stop. Okay?
Okay. Stop.
Stop card. Just put it anywhere in the deck. Okay. Good. You want to shuffle it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really good at shuffling, guys. But I can only do this on the table. I'm gonna get on the floor. I'm really good at it, okay? It's not working. Ignore me. Okay.
This side. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through the deck. I'm gonna look for some queens. Let's choose king. Okay. And then what I'm gonna use is this one. It's gonna be my ears. It's gonna help listen for your card.
Okay.
This is gonna be my eyes. It's gonna help look for your card. They're gonna go through this entire deck and they're gonna find your card. You ready?
Okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna explain how I just did that trick. So, this takes a little bit of setting up, not so much, but all you have to do is memorize the top card. So this is the King of Hearts. And so what you're gonna say is, I'm gonna run my finger and tell me when to stop. As soon as I say stop, you pick the deck up, but this takes a little bit of practice, but you bring the top card down, and then you give them that card. And they take the card, and you see it's the King of Hearts. So I'll show that one more time. You go, and you pull the cards away, but you keep the top card. So it takes a little bit of practice and getting used to, but once you know it, it gets pretty easy. So the King of Hearts, right? And then you're gonna let them put it in the deck anywhere they want, and they can mix it up, do whatever. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go and you say, oh, I'm gonna go look for queens, right? You're gonna be running, and you're just gonna go through the deck really quickly until you find their card. Even if you go through queens, it doesn't matter. You can just act like you didn't see them. So you're gonna go and find their. Did I already pass the card? You're gonna go and find their card. You're gonna go find their card. Once you find that card, you're gonna put your finger kind of like in a brace right there, kind of splitting the card so you know where it is, and you're just gonna keep going through, and then you're gonna find whatever cards you want. And then once you find your cards, I have my brace right here, so this card is the king. This card right here is the King of Hearts, and you're going to split the deck, and you're going to discreetly split the deck, and so the King of Hearts is on top, right? And then you're going to take these two cards. You're going to take these two cards, and you're going to put one here and one here, and you're going to throw them, but once you throw them, see how my fingers are kind of on the back of this card. So as I throw them, this card comes with it, and then you have your King of Hearts. So I'll show that one more time. I'll show it fast. This trick has you have to practice this trick. It's a little bit hard. So I'm going to throw the deck into my hand, and I'm going to use my fingers to catch the card of the card that's theirs. Okay, so this is going to be the second trick. It's pretty cool. I'll show it to you and then I'll explain it. Right. So, first things first, you're going to cut the deck anywhere. It doesn't really matter. Then, I'm going to let the cameraman choose a card. Choose a card and card. Okay, and then you're just going to put it just here. Okay. And then, we're going to come here. I'm going to let the cameraman choose a number 1 through 10. Any number.
Let's pick number 3.
1, 2, 3. That's a 5. So now we're going to count 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's this card.
Yes.
Okay, so now I'm going to explain that trick that I just did. All right, so to do it, basically you're gonna have to start off with setting up beforehand. So as you see here, it's regular deck, but then once I get to the top, you can see I have a set of 6s and a set of 5s, all at the top. And so you put these at the top, and you and then you split the deck anywhere, and then you let them choose from this pile. And as you're letting them choose, like say, pick a card, any card, right? And so you're counting the cards. So you're saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're like, pick any card, any card. And so they draw, say, this card. And then you have the 5 count out. So as soon as they look at the card, you tell them to put it back. So you say, just put it back right here. Just put it back right here. And then you close it with your 5, since you've already counted out 5 cards. Then what you do is you say, pick a number 1 through 10. It doesn't work if they pick a 9 or a 10, but it kind of throws them off the scent. Because you said 1 through 8, it can kind of be a little bit easier. And I've been doing this trick for a long time, and I think only one person has ever said 9. Nobody ever goes above 8. And if they do, then you can just count out, and you can miscount, and you can throw them off. So, say you chose 5. Then I count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's the card, it's a 6. So now I'm going to count 6 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But if they chose a 5, then you would count down 5 cards, and then you just let them draw the top card. Okay? And so, that's how you do the trick.
Last magic trick. What I'm going to be doing is Sharpie pen. Hold it. Open it up. Check if it's actual Sharpie pen. Yeah. Okay. And what I want you to do is I want you to sign the 5 of clubs. Just anyway, it doesn't matter. People already signed it before. It doesn't matter. This is a signature. Alright. So I'm going to take that card. Fold it up. Hold it in your hand. Real tight, okay? Don't let go of it. So now, since she already has that card, now I'm gonna take a second card, 9 of hearts. Wait, can I see that sharply? Hold the gap. All right. Now I'm gonna take the 9 of hearts, and I'm going to. Now I drew the smile AK, alright, which is my name. And I'm going to take that card, fold it up, just like this. Alright, keeping my hand. Now, on count of 3, the cards should switch. Alright? 1, 2, 3. Open it up.
What? What?
Zoom up.
What?
Check it out.
What? What?
How did this?
What?
Okay, so this is gonna explain how I did the last trick. What you do is to set up, you need 2 of the same cards, which I'm using the 9 of hearts, and I signed them almost exactly the same way. So you take a random card. I'm using the 6 of clubs. You put it in the middle, make kind of like a sandwich. You already have the top one pre-signed. You don't need to have the second one pre-signed, but you need to have the top one pre-signed. So you take that, you put it on top, square it up, and then you go to a person. So you ask him, I want you to sign my top card. You tell him, and then instead of giving them the top card, which is obviously your sign, 9 of hearts, you double lift, which is picking up 2 cards at the same time, 6 of clubs. Okay, so I'm double lifting right now. You pick it up like this. You tell them to sign anywhere on the card. You want to make sure that they sign it while the card's in your hand, because if you give them the card, then they're going to know that you obviously have 2 cards. So you tell them to sign it real quick, just anything like a smiley face right here. Once that's done, then you take the top card, you fold it up, tell them that it's their card, and that you're going to give it to them, and then tell them to hold it as tight as possible. So you give them the card, which is obviously the 9 of hearts. You're not giving them the 6 of clubs. You're giving them the 9 of hearts, but they think that you gave them the 6 of clubs. Now for the second time, you say, I'm going to sign the second card. Your second card, you're going to do double lift again. You're going to pick up the 9 of hearts. You can pre-sign it. You don't need to pre-sign it, but I pre-signed it. So you just sign the card again, almost exactly as the one that you did over here. You flip it over, and you say, I'm gonna pick up this card, which they would think is the 9 of hearts, the one where you signed. Actually, it's the 6 of clubs. So you take it, you fold it, and you keep this one in your hand, while this is in theirs. So, and then on the count of 3, you tell them that it's gonna switch. They think this is a 6 of clubs, and that this is a 9 of hearts. Say 1, 2, 3. You do some magical action if you want, and then you tell them to open up the card. You open up their card, show them that it's the 6 of clubs, which they signed, and they'll open your card, and they will see that it's the 9 of hearts, which you signed. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna ask them to give me any random digits. I'm gonna add them up in the iPhone calculator, and then you're gonna see what happens. So what I want you guys to do is tell me random 4-digit number.
4-digit number?
Yeah.
Like 1,000 something? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it doesn't. It can be anything.
1420.
1420.
All right.
1420 times any 3rd-digit number. 3-digit number.
306.
306 times any 2-digit number.
53.
53 times any 1-digit number that's not a 1, 5, or 2.
6.
6?
Yeah.
All right. You see this number right here?
Yeah.
All right. Now, how many digits is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 digits?
Are you sure?
Possibly.
Let me count it just in case.
Go ahead.
6. Yeah, 10. Just in case you're trying to trick us, you know?
So, what I want you to do is text or iMessage that number.
And then they're like telling me like and stuff.
You guys sent it?
Yeah, it's delivered.
Alright, so now let's check this out.
Oh!
Okay, now I'm going to explain the calculator trick that we just did. Okay, so first of all, what you need to do is this only works on the Apple iPhone. So don't try with your Samsung because it's not going to work and you're not going to get anyone's number. So what you do is first you put in your number, which is right here, and then you do +0 and you hit the multiplication button. Now you show it to the audience member like this so it seems normal. Then you times it. You ask him for any 4-digit number. They'll you type it in, like suppose 5555. Okay, that's 6-digit. I typed it in too much, but it doesn't matter. And then you times it by any 3-digit number, like suppose 111. You times it by any 2-digit number, like 22. Then you times it by any 1-digit number, suppose 8. Now you take it and you add it up and it equals the original number because any number plus 0 and 0 times by any number is still going to be 0. So it's going to be original number plus 0 and it's going to show the same thing again. So this should be the number. You tell them to call it or text it and then you're going to end up getting their call.